It's the 27th. It's in the afternoon. I'm staring at the sun and thinking about frequency and ratio. Vibration, same thing as frequency. So, and numbers, like, if 0 and 1 aren't really numbers, if 0 is origin and 1 is totality, everything, then numbers are somewhere in the middle of 0 and 1, meaning they're fractions. And a fraction is a ratio. And a ratio is a frequency. So it really is about frequency. So when the Bible talks about God's will, what is that? Well, that's got to be the golden ratio. It's got to be like the frequency, the Schumann resonances. It's a set of frequencies because of harmonic resonance. And so that's what we're doing. We're creating harmonic resonance when we do God's will, when we love ourselves and our neighbors in some facet that we can't recognize. That's what we're doing. That's the physicality behind it. Because if numbers are all vibration and everything, and if everything really is vibration, then that would all make sense. You can liken everything to matching frequency, which harmonic resonance, I can't get the idea that it's like there's a room. The ether's in a room. It's like everything's flipped. I guess I just can't get away from the idea of immateriality sometimes. Which, I mean, it's weird because I do immediately. Like initially, I mean. And then the more I dwell on it, I don't know, it's like this, even like the Schumann resonance, I always say resonance. The wobble. It's like the earth is wobbling. Also, it's, wobbling. Also, the magnetic field is wobbling. Which almost kind of just indicates vector. And something's pushing back. And like the earth and the magnet, like it's just like flying through the ether. It's not flying through space. I mean, it is, but anyway, it's getting to the point of the purple ring. This is where the really good effects are. There's a point when the sun gets not all the way down, but yeah, it starts to see the purple ring. It's more than just purple, it's just the part that's purple is the most apparent. And I think that's in our mythology. That's like purple is royalty because it's close to God, it's close to the sun, closest, ultraviolet, the most intense light, visible light. But yeah, it's like I kept on wondering how could it be if light all travels at the same speed, how could it be that like low energy light would travel at the same speed as high energy light, like, ultraviolet versus infrared? I've heard physicists talk about, like, they'll use analogies to talk about red light versus blue light, and they'll say that the red light has less energy. Well, it's a longer wavelength, but length of what? And I couldn't, it's okay, so light doesn't travel, but it does have a rate of perturbation. And it has, and that's what we think of as the speed of light. It has a perturbation. It's hard for me to, what boggles my mind is I can't stop thinking about how that is that it's because light is spiraling like a vortex, radially, like it's swirling. I mean, it's radial, but it swirls out from the center, and so that's why we get hit by like all these different wavelengths, the whole spectrum. It's an entire spectrum. It's like, how could light be, just like this, like an arrow, if it has all these different wavelengths that all, quote unquote, travel at the same time? It's spiraling. I'm gonna climb up here so I can get my eyes on it some more. Waves are waves. They act just like waves, like sound waves. Like if you analyze the behavior of waves, sound waves, a lot like waves on the water too, and it behaves just like light, except instead of water, the medium is ether. It's pulling on a magnet, and it's electromagnetic, and that's what creates space. And space is the after effect of a divergent magnetic field. It's like space is magnetism. And that's why gravity is the erasure of magnetism, or like, it's the other side of a magnet. It's like, they're not really poles, they're just going out one side and coming around and coming back in. And everything can be likened to a magnetic field, or fields in general. Like men and women, like men are magnetic, women are dielectric. Like you gotta look at a magnet under this device, a ferrocell, so you can see what's going on really in a magnetic field. That helps a lot. You need a visual demonstration. I don't have a ferrocell. Ken Wheeler does. The Theoria Apophasis. And he takes a ferrocell and a magnet, and you can look at the ferrocell, and you can see the magnetic field. And you can see two very distinct channels, one going one way, one going the other. One of them's the magnetic, the other one's the dielectric. And so it's like, nothing else I'm saying is going to make sense, because they've erased dielectricity from our vocabulary. For some reason, I don't know what it is. I guess because it can. Definitely because it can. Alright, sun's going down. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out. One love. Absolutely.